Mark. Greetings low and high, my name is Ezra and you're listening to the new and improved LoLCast. I'm recording this while watching the footage. I'm not exactly, bothered anymore that letting you know how I do things. Seeing as I've already had a incredible disappointment with episode 9. It was delayed and then delayed again and then again, and as soon as I could actually do it, it turned out to be the very best cast I had ever done, period. And you know what? It didn't record the voiceover. I am displeased. Now you might not hear it in the background, but I actually had to pause and close the door, seeing as my college mates were extremely, loud in their partying. Anyway, on to the vid. As you can see, I am playing Sona. I go an AP Sona with a lot of burst. I sacrifice a lot of, support for this burst, but I feel that there are two ways you can support your carry. You can react to harassment, or you can force the opponent to not harass you by saying, "Hey, back off. I cut you." As you can see here, my teammate Sylph, he is partnered with me. We're playing with a few randoms. He's running a Lee Sin. We also have a Nivea, a Gangplank, and a Vayne. We're invading their jungle because I cannot remember who their jungler actually is. It's been quite some time since I recorded this video. Well, not a huge amount of time, but it is still as new to me as it is to you. This should be interesting. As you can see, I'm rolling with Clairvoyance and Flash. And we head into the beginning of the laning stage. My role here is to support my carry. I'm not going to be taking any of the farm. I have ruins that will allow me to farm without killing anything. My job is to keep that carry alive, farming and doing well. That is my role. That is the support. Fortunately, we're able to wipe up First Blood without any hassle. Lee Sin, Gangplank, able to clean up Victor quite easily. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see that. The rest of the team tried to come in to recover something, but there's nothing they can do. The towers are incredibly overpowered at level 1. And as you can see here, apparently our Gangplank, I'm not sure if he's trolling or not, is, high. At this point, I'm starting to get concerned, so I figured we have another carry, we'll just use them to pull the game. Oddly enough, we're playing against a Vayne as well. Two Vaynes, both of them have exact same strengths, however they have an Alistar on their team. Little do they know that Sona is a full-on burst champion. And even with the tankiness of Alistar, there's nothing they can really do. However, Sylph here trying to take down their jungler Nocturne, however, and Nivea coming in from the side. I figured they've got it, there's nothing really I need to watch. I come back to my lane, there's the CV. I react a little too slowly, I get stunned, but I'm able to get in before Alistar can come in and pulverize me. The lane does get pushed back, they are pushing kind of hard, but now we're under our tower. We are safe, they cannot harass us, and my carry can get easy farm underneath the tower. As I typically do, I go with the standard 1 point in each. I hadn't used my heal because I was saving my power cord for a harassment. However, I figured I was at low health, my carry was at, not low health, but reduced health. I had full mana and it was wasting my regen, so I figured by the time I needed to use the spell to harass, it would be back off cooldown. I saw what was happening there. I tried to use the Clairvoyance, but it appears that he flashed to the other side. Alistar, however, is overextended in my books. I tried to hit him, but he's out of range. There's the CV, once again, wasted on me, the support, rather than used on, say, our jungler, who cleans up theirs quite easily. However, I see Vayne is coming in, and I know that my jungler Sylph needs support. Well, I don't really. He is Lee Sin. He can do quite a bit of damage, but there is the Alistair coming in with the headbutt. He doesn't manage to get the pulverize, but there's the flash over the wall to into a pulverize. However, it appears that Vayne will be taken down, but Sylph goes down to the other side. I have to switch lanes once again using my speed boost to try and get to there. There is the harass trying to force him back. It doesn't work, but instead Lee Sin comes back in and we're able to pick up the kill on Alistair. I give him a little bit of heal in case he wanted to stay in the jungle. I of course didn't mean to take the kill, it's just what happens, you know. Unfortunately, Gangplank cannot go against what's his face. I misclick there, I take down a minion instead of hurting the tower as Victor comes in to force us off it. Unfortunately, the minions are now at our top, and I know that we will not be able to... Why would you reveal my location like that? Seriously. Anyway, our top, it's fairly weak, but I'm fairly certain that with a strong mid and bot, two powerful lanes can overcome one weak one. I hope. I sincerely hope. Otherwise, this would be resulting in a rather nasty defeat. I do try to hit one more hit with that. I could have taken down their ward, possibly, if the spell had actually hit it. However, I was unable to do so, and now I'm no longer able to camp in the bush. That's fine, I'll just hang out round the back, use my healing to reduce the damage coming in against my carry, and occasionally poke Vayne when she pokes her head out too far. As you can see, Sona's heal has been extremely nerfed, exceptionally at level 1. It only does, say, 45 if you don't have... Oh, that's disappointing. It only does 45 HP if you don't have any extra AP, I believe. However, Alistair comes in, he sees what he can do. I decide to hang about a bit, see what he's doing, seeing if he will return to lane. He, however, comes in for me. I try to get the misclick. I don't manage to hit him. However, he isn't able to headbutt me in pulverize combo. Vayne is there, and now we're fine. I try to get her to go into the brush, but it appears that Alistair will be coming around the side anyway. So, seeing that he's back in lane, I am now free to War Dragon once again, ensuring that we cannot be ganked, and if their Nocturne attempts to gank our mid from blue, we will have note of it. Here's Sylph coming in. I don't want to waste any magic, even though I couldn't use my entire mana pool even if I tried. I come around the wrong way, unfortunately. There is the CV, just to make sure the gank is... I'm not exactly sure what he was doing there. They were way too far back to go for the gank, and he revealed his location anyway, taking a bit of damage and not really doing anything of value. Mistakes happen. I, of course, have enough gold to buy my Philosopher's Stone. I'll be getting that as soon as possible. A quick check on Red just to see that he's once again kinda failing, but, you know, there's the high possibility that he was, you know, completely baked. I've won too many wards, so I'm forced to sell one of my potions, but I haven't taken any harass this round, so I'm completely fine with that happening. Now, it's just a matter of getting back into lane. My boots and my Song of Celerity will help me get into lane quite faster than you normally would. Sona isn't naturally a fast champ, but I do have a few points in the speed mastery to aid me in that point. However, it appears that GP is going in for the kill. I, however, do not really have a lot of faith in him. I need to keep my focus on bot. GP, however, seems to have come better off in that engagement. He still has over half health. I can't check up on Red right now, but it appears that the minions have been pushed to his tower, but I'm sure he'll be fine, baked or not. I try to check on my Nocturne, and as you can see, Red is gone. I have absolutely no idea how to correctly use CV. I know that you can use it to keep track of your enemy's jungle, but honestly, it's 5 minutes after the creep is killed that they respawn. However, I don't exactly know when it was killed. I should have been keeping a track on that rather than wasting it on mid. And as a result, I have no CV to use when it is needed. Unfortunate, but, you know, I'm a horrible support.
From my mind to yours.
So, I'm just letting Lee Sin know, or rather Sylph. I don't really know him actually, now that I think about it. We're basically BFFs. Anyway, it appears that Nocturne is coming down from the mid, however, we're not in a position to gank him. He's sticking around. There's the CV finally. I'm not exactly sure why I used it at that point. And Nocturne is coming around for a gank on mid. I'm not sure what the hell they were thinking. That was obviously should have been seen coming. They're taking a lot of damage, but there is indeed the egg. They're still taking a lot of damage. I'm not sure if they're under the tower or not, but there's the kill. It was unfortunate, yes, but they weren't able to get back in the tower, and there's a double kill feeding their carry. That is a debatable point, but let's move on. Now, I realize there was a big part of that I could have avoided. I did ward there, they should have seen Nocturne coming, but still. Improper use of that CV. How it appears that Alistair will be coming in, doing a small bit of damage, but here comes the burst from Sona! See that health bar disappear! Level 7, I have no AP abilities, and Shazam. Down goes his health. Yes. Rawr. So, things are going fairly well. We haven't been able to kill the carry, which is kind of disappointing, but my CS is 0, which it should be, and their CS has been reduced by my small amounts of harassment. I've been trying to zone them, but I haven't really been succeeding. And Nivea, however, is making our strong mid not so strong. Where's my drink? Ah, yes. Of course, it's empty. There is the ultimate. I just instinctively activate my heal, even though they don't really need it, seeing as it will reduce the incoming damage, but unfortunately our top gets cleaned up, even though Lee Sin was there with GP. GP just didn't have the health, he wasn't having a very good game, and there comes the ultimate. I'm able to stun lock her, and there is the heal, however, and she's able to get away. Extremely disappointing. However, it appears that our Vayne will be staying around, so I have to put myself in a slightly bad position. Their cooldowns were down, however, so I was able to get out of there. And, of course, with top taken down, our top is taken down. However, Alistair is able to get a single hit. He's not able to pulverize me, though, so I'm able to exchange, getting even more burst damage on that silly person. I mean, there's the tank, and yet I can take down his health with a single burst. It must be rather embarrassing. As you can see, we're perfectly fine doing this right now. I'm using my heal to gain my power chord sooner. We're a little bit pushed forward, but we have the ward. It'll cover the entranceway from blue as well as the river. So basically, unless they're able to get past that ward into our red and then come around the same way Lee Sin is coming now, we're fine. Vayne comes in. Lee Sin is forced to go in under the tower. He's not willing to stay there, however. I take a small hit, go back in to deal a small amount of damage, because I knew my heal can, well, heal me back up to full. Well, not full, seeing as it does require a significant amount of mana to do. Now, our Vayne, they're fairly confident. I do have a lot of burst capability and healing as Sona. Alistair, he's not really doing his job very effectively. I've been able to do a small amount of damage with him. However, there is Victor coming down the middle of the river. I use my Song of Celerity to speed boost, and we're fine. However, Lee Sin is coming back in, and let's see if we can pick up a Victor. There is indeed the Victor revealing himself. Lee Sin goes in. There is the shield. There is the ultimate Nocturne coming in from nowhere. It appears that Lee Sin will be going down. I am in a bad spot, but there is the headbutt saving me. Followed by another flash. Followed by another flash. Our team is able to get out there with only one down in a 4v1 and 2 and 3. but mainly I want to do. Nocturne, however, is willing to dive. I try to get in. I have no mana for the ultimate. There is the ultimate from Victor. There is the kill by me on him. And there is the double kill with Victor as my second victim. However, we did lose our Vayne. I'm not exactly happy with this situation, seeing as I have no mana. The minions are at our tower. Vayne could have done a lot of damage right there, but she chose not to. She must fear my ability to burst her down.
From my mind to yours.
As I said previously, you can either react or you can prevent. Which one do you think is better? Answer in the comments below. Give me something to talk about. You guys seem awfully quiet. I see the teleport coming in, but I underestimate how soon it'll actually happen. I have read it would have been better to give to Vayne, but she was coming down with a serious case of death at the time. Now, here's what you see. I am seriously considering a Sheen over getting a tier of mana. I do go with the Sheen, seeing as I can do a lot of burst, especially in conjunction with my passive. If I build that into a Lichbane, and then we are seriously talking about some real damage there. As you can see, I only have 27 AP, even with the Sheen. Imagine what would happen if I were to combine, say, an Archangel's Staff and a Lichbane, and maybe a Rabadon's. Can you feel the power? I can. And I'm not exactly sure if I actually get to complete my build. But, well, we'll see. Now, we're in a dangerous position here. He does have an Oracle's. I'd like to kill him to get rid of that. However, we are still overextended. I have wards. I have no idea why I'm not using them. And there it is. I realize I should really get some wards up. Their entire team is MIA, excluding Alistair. However, there is the CV on their red. How it appears that our Vayne will be taken down as I'm too busy giving my concentration elsewhere. Alistair, however, is in a really bad spot. I should have slowed him there, but I'm able to take down a lot of his damage. There is the miss slow. We could have got the kill. However, there is the slow, but he is still able to get out of there. Vayne, my Anivia is not really willing to go in. I'm able to force them back, however.
Ally has been slain.
And, well,
Enemy double kill.
yeah. Once again, I'm not happy with how that turned out. I let my carry die. I
With perfect
just basically messed up entirely. I was not aware, even though it was in my very lane. I can see a small amount of damage coming in. She comes after me. There is indeed the slow, but it misses due to the tumble. Rounding in with the pulverize. We're both stunned. I tried to get out of there. There's a small heal with a small amount of damage for 109 on an auto attack. Sheen, you delightful mother. I can't say that.
like a meteor.
Now, Anivia's going back to red. I'm not sure what she's doing right now, but Victor could be coming in. Vayne is in our lane. We will be able to take her. I have my ultimate. There's the ult. I move back instinctively, getting some distance between Vayne and me, because I know that he has to choose between them. However, Anivia gets caught in the river. We try to come in, but, well, there's nothing we can do, and we really need to get out of here right now. I managed to dodge that, and there's a perfectly timed shot, sending Nocturne away and disallowing him from stunning us with his spear. I, however, walked directly into that laser beam, and, well, you can see what happened, taking a big chunk of my health out. However, Lee Sin is back in the mix, but that Vladimir is his name, yes, is still in the mix. GP is being forced back. We need to defend our mid. Vayne, she's fine down there on her lonesome. She has the water protector. I, however, choose the worst route possible. I try to get through. I take a lot of damage, and the tower goes down. I'm able to use my Song of Celerity to slow down Vladimir, their burster. I should have used my heal passive to reduce his damage burst. However, I wasn't thinking straight. I was too busy running for my life. Quite a fail on my pathfinding. However, Nocturne is down, but there's two tanky, high damage champions in between us and him. So there's nothing we can really do about that. GP could have used his ultimate, but I believe it was down at this point. Right now, I'm trying to just ward up, well, get back to lane. I should have been warding at this point. I should have been warding the entrance at red, the entrance at their blue, all kinds of places. Right now, we have no vision. We have no idea where any of them are, and that leaves us at a distinct disadvantage. Missing a bit of CS there, unfortunately. Now, I know Alistair can really combo me with a lot of damage if Vayne comes in to help. I can get stun locked and taken down, seeing as how delightfully squishy Sona is. However, Lee Sin is coming in. I give the CV just for him to something to aim at, but they're nowhere to be seen. They must have warded. But at this point, I realized they must have wards. I should have gone with an Oracle's. But just in case anybody missed it, I let them know. It's my job as a support to do what needs to be done. There's the ultimate. We move back. I try to get her out of there. There is another well-timed shot. I'm doing a small bit of damage. Happy with how good we can get out of there. There's the ultimate. However, they're diving. There is a good placed ultimate. However, Nocturne is not involved in it. Vayne goes down. Alistair will just be able to not heal himself out of range. However, will be feared and be unable to get out of there, even with my flash. There is a flash. I am in a bad position, but I don't have an ultimate to save myself, and no one is there to clean up that kill. There is the heal, and they are out of there. If I had wards, well, I could have avoided such things. If I had used my wards, I could have avoided such things. We would have known they were coming, and we would not be dead right now. Unfortunately, it seems that LoL likes to record all my messages that I get. It's good that, unlike my cast, they don't pop up on the screen and distract me, but it's still kind of distracting. I should really go offline while I'm playing LoL. It requires a lot of attention. Attention I cannot give you guys when I am playing it. Just a matter of fact. Now, they are all AFK. They could possibly be taking Baron at level 12, however, it would be a significantly longer fight than at higher levels, but it is still possible in my belief. GP once again trading with Vladimir. You just can't get away from that guy. However, Alnivia manages to miss once again. Their tower, however, is delightfully low, but here comes a Nocturne trying to kin in. There is the fear on Anivia. Anivia is in a lot of trouble, taking a bit of damage. There is indeed the silver shots. However, there he's forced into an egg. Alistair really low down. There's the GP ultimate. However, Victor comes in from the side. Completely wastes that stun. However, there's the ultimate, and I am taken down by a laser. Vayne, however, decides to stick around and is easily cleaned up as well. No idea what happened. That was a well-executed gank by the enemy team, and they deserved the kills that they got. Except for Vayne, who should have kept running, and possibly could have gotten out of there. However, Lee Sin and GP getting very good kills. Their team is completely isolated, going one on two, entering the fight one at a time despite their superior numbers, and they get cleaned up one at a time while we still have the advantage, being caught out of position in a poor cleanup of that gank. See, even while I'm playing, I realize what we need. And once again, my college mates are rather loud. I'm surprised they managed to get through my door, through the walls, and into my mic, which cancels out a whole lot of the noise. Now, at this point we're in the mid-game, but there hasn't been a lot of team fights. There's been that gank on me with their whole team to take down me as Sona and our carry Vayne. Nocturne sees us, but, well, there's nothing he can do. He decides to stick around anyway, and he takes a shot to the face for it. I check around. He's got no one to support him, but I've got no one to support me. But Vayne comes in from the side. I get feared, but he gets the crap beat out of him with our combined onslaught. and down goes their Vayne as well to Anivia, using a very effective ice block to force Alistair into a strange, rather strange location. He's trying to go down, then changes his mind. Maybe he was trying to flash over the wall, but either way, we were able to take it. I got a lot more kills than I should have. They should have gone to our carries, but, well, I'm not intentionally going for those hills. But, you know, it happens. I'm not sure if you heard that, but hearing myself whine is rather interesting. I'll have to try more of it never. Anyway, right now I'm just protecting our carry. It's past the point where I really need to do that, but I'm still doing it because I need something to do. So I finally get to my job of actually warding this place. Right now I'm focusing just on the bottom mid. So basically, if we were in the laning phase, this setup would have been awesome. It would have alerted us them coming down through there to the mid, as well as coming down past Dragon to us, and down from their blue towards us. And I actually managed to catch just a tiny glimpse of their Nocturne eating up their red. However, we all decide we're going to take that top tower just to reduce the odds. See, they've taken our top, they're mid, we've only taken their mid and their bot. See, we have a strong mid, we have a strong bot. However, we're in a very poor position right now. GP using his speed boost to get into position. However, they're forced back once again. I'm here, let's get the hell out. Don't fight, don't fight, don't fight, do not fight, do not fight. We fight anyway. Alistair comes in beside, but he cannot do anything as we completely burst down Victor. He's able to flash over the wall, and Vayne comes in, disappears, and is able to run away. A well-placed AoE, but it came just a tiny bit too late. We're trying to chase down Alistair. However, Nocturne is there. I'm not too confident. I do not want to go in. Alistair is really low. He heals himself up a bit. Lee Sin is just about to go down. I managed to heal him. Here is the perfectly placed knockback. However, Nocturne goes down and Lee Sin is cleaned up by Vladimir. I could have saved him had I used my ult. I'm not sure why. I was too worried that I'd miss and completely waste it. However, Vayne comes in. I'm unable to hit anyone. I waste the ult completely. I try to run. I tell her, get the hell out. I don't want to stay here. However, Anivia comes in to even the odds, and we're able to clean them up entirely. They think I was being well positioned. I was merely running away. Don't be confused. See that burst? Do you see it? I am, however, extremely squishy, and their tower can still easily take me down. Now, the good thing about Sheen with Sona is that you can spam so many spells. You have free spells available that all of them are spammable. I am trying to avoid talking about the fact that we just got completely cleaned up. Vayne managed to get out of there though. She's up top, but I really don't think she should be up there anymore. Now, I go for that Cage's pick because I could either go for more AP or I could go for more health. The health option, I'm not exactly sure what is going on there. What is going on there? Seriously. Anyway, that's my lag for you, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, as I was saying, I got that second gold item a little late. I should have taken it way earlier, and I would have been able to afford a Lichbane by now, but that's the breaks. I didn't know what I was doing. It had been a long time since I played an AP Sona, and, well, I had no idea what I was doing. However, Gangplank able to use that flash to get out of there. Flash being OP as it is, he does not die when he very well should have. Lee Sin willing to go in, but GP is not there. However, they come in from the side. I try to heal up, but it is in a very bad spot. GP going in. I'm not sure if he was feared or not, but the tower is able to clean up Nocturne. There is the ultimate catching all three of them, when none of us are in position to take advantage of it. However, Vayne sticks around too long, and I give her a little poke on the way out. Vladimir is unable to join the fight. If he does, we will burst him down without a doubt. However, Vayne is on the chase, trying to get them down, and Victor is taken down before that slow can stun me. no idea why I allowed that to happen. Anyway, our Vayne is still on the chase. However, it appears that the other Vayne has come in and Vladimir has rejoined the fight, followed by Alistair, and there is indeed the kill. She really should have been paying attention. We weren't willing to chase that far. She was. She went off on her own. I had none of that. I'm not willing to die if in a poor position and give their team 2 kills instead of 1, even if it is our carry. There is a slow keeping Alistair down in position for that wall. I try to see V to see if anyone's coming. No one's in position to save him. He has a lot of health, but it will not be enough. There is the ultimate. Nocturne chooses to back the hell off, as he well should, and he wastes it. Now I'm at the point where I can actually start fully healing people. Sona's heal at beginning levels is incredibly weak, but once you have the mana to sustain it and a few levels in it, it becomes rather powerful over time. I'm kinda missing the fact that it would heal 2 people at once, but, well, that's kind of OP. However, Lee Sin in a real bad position. He's not exactly sure why he chose to stick around, but he has 2 members of the team, Nocturne and Victor, chasing him down. Victor is unable to get that stun on him. He's able to go over the wall using a safeguard and a ward. And we're in position if they choose to chase. However, Nocturne is up top. I can only assume that Victor is nowhere to be seen. That could have been placed a little bit better, but Victor shows his face in mid anyway. So we decide to go after a Nocturne. Seeing we don't have a Nocturne, we decide to go after their red. Lee Sin is able to get it, even the AoE. However, we do get spotted. There is the stun, keeping me from doing anything. I have a flash up. Will I go for it? Yes, I do. There's no way I could have done anything. I did have my ultimate, but, well, yeah. I panicked, I will admit. However, I'm able to now rejoin the fight rather than being entirely dead, and I'm able to get a small amount of damage and back the hell off before Vladimir hurts me. However, Nocturne does hurt me as well. He does have speed, but I'm in position with my team. He does choose to come in anyway, still trying to chase me down. Victor is there, he can burst me, however he does waste that. There is the ult, but once again, it is too late to be of any significance. It can be only used to let us get away. Why are you coming in? Do not come in. And he safeguards back to me. Good. Now, we're down to a 2-on-3. We need to defend. I need to get these wards up so we can react to wherever their offensive push is. This is a very dangerous position to be in, but I really want to ward that bush. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is risky. Go back, 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 go back. Good. They did not kill me. However, they are now pushing our bot. Our bot was strong, but without any defenders, it will go down easily. Missed that Q easily. However, this is a very bad spot. However, there is the teleport by our Vayne, giving us the advantage, well, evening out the advantage of their team. They decided to back off entirely. And now we have to decide what to do. You see, at this point, we're heading towards the late game because neither team seems to know where to attack or where to defend. See, we're not attacking and we're not defending. If we're not defending, then we need to be attacking. So I decide, let's go after their blue. And would you look at that, we get to see 2 of them caught in a poor position. Vladimir is able to use his blood pool to get out of there. However, we have taken a lot of damage. We are very squishy. I don't want to go in. However, their Vayne has come in and I will be cleaned up very easily for a double kill to their enemy carry. I will, however, be able to afford that Archangels, but instead, I go for a Lichbane. Not sure why. Typically, now, I would have gone for the Archangels first to make sure the Lichbane would have had the maximum amount of effect once I actually got it. As well as, you know, the mana pool. However, Lee Sin trying his very best to defend our tower. However, he's unable to do so. They don't have any minions on it right now. And Nivea doing nothing to, well, save our tower, despite them having 3 people there. And this is a very crucial point. in the match. This is where we could have turned against each other. I know the tower's going down, there's nothing we can really do. There's nothing GP or Nivea could do, they're heading down anyway, but that's probably just to defend the second one. Now look at that speed. That speed is amazing. You can get anywhere, and that can be activated at any time, unlike the boots of mobility. Now I'm just spamming a few spells to get my passive up, seeing as I now have the mana to spam any ability I wish. I will get more mana with my tier. Now we don't know where they are, mainly because I have done a horrible job of warding. I mean, I've been carrying 5 wards this entire match. So I have no idea what to do, so I decide let's just hang out with Vayne for a while. However, they do reveal themselves in mid. We're thinking it's going to be a push, so we go in to defend it, as we should. If we're not attacking, we are defending. As you can see, my DPS is really low, but my burst is incredible. I can spam my heal to defend my team and heal my team while I'm gaining my passive. Now, seeing as we're in a bit of a lull here, Alistair, he's not exactly sure what to do, so I'm able to easily get a hit on him. A little cheeky, but you know, what can you do? The rest of their team comes in, spotting us through Alistair. We move into position, force back their minion wave so they can't just dive us at the tower without taking damage. GP, however, is in a very bad spot, moving in along. However, we are able to catch them. I get pulverized as well as Lee Sin. There's the stun, I move into it, followed by the ultimate on Alistair. Alistair is dancing, doing nothing, and there is the flash away. However, I have no health. There is indeed me moving back in for whatever reason, trying to clean up, trying to help my team, only get myself killed. I shouldn't have done that. I should have stayed back, healed up, and then rejoined the fight. As you can see, GP was considering Fiora, but I'm not exactly sure how much of a difference it would have made. Vladimir able to burst him down, however there is indeed the stun. She's ignited, however, and he's able to pull out of there with the massive amount of health that he has. It's always very difficult to take on a Vladimir because he has so much damage, and yet he is so tanky at the same time. Now, I'm just waiting out, trying to buy my Archangels. I know I won't have it by the time I revive. I know I will have it by the time I head to the stairs, which seems to be always the case. I despise waiting though, so I just can't do it. I feel like I need to be doing something. So I wait. No, I don't wait. Instead, I decide I'm going to head out there with 4 wards, despite the fact that I now have 18,000. Oh, not 18,000. 18... Wait. I am incredibly bad at maths. Anyway. 1,800. That's an easy way to say it. Anivia, despite being directly next to a willing to heal full mana Sona, is, well, yeah. I'm not sure why I was going out there. I think it was mainly to put the icon out of our map, and there is my college mates again. I'm not exactly sure if you can hear that, but yeah, they are loud, especially when they're drunk. Finally, I start warding at the end game. 39 minutes in. I've only done a subpar job of warding now. Sona, it is up to you. I understand. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what anyone was thinking at this stage. It's gone on this long because neither team knows that they need to push and win. So right now, That's a horrible word placement. Even I can see that. However, there is the wall, revealing her position, but, well, it could have stopped them, but, yeah. Lee Sin, GP coming in to save him, Alistair moving in from behind. I try to give the CV, but there's no point because an Nocturne activates the ultimate. There's my ultimate. Things are completely freezing up due to my completely bad toaster that I'm running this on. I'm trying to get out of there. There's a small amount of damage. However, I should have used the speed instead. Nocturne getting into position for a fear. I'm able to do a small amount of damage. GP turning on him. However, there is Vladimir once again calling in to deal some damage. I've been knocked up. I'm dealing a massive amount of damage. I'm trying to get out of there. There's no point. I'm leaving. I've been ignited. There's a few heals, but I managed to get out of there with 63 health. My team, however, is not so lucky. See, that was a loss. A horrible, horrible loss. I contribute to it because my ultimate happened to go off when I was lagging the hell out. Anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we're sitting here looking at the shop screen, I would like to say that I'm trying to get a new show up and running. Right now I have my live cast, the Azcast, on the SSG server. I also hold a question time with Az occasionally. I'm trying to turn that into an actual show on YouTube. Basically, you send your questions in, I answer them. Think of it like a blatant ripoff of Total Biscuit's mailbox, because that is exactly what it is. Look at that damage, 300 from a single auto attack. Can you imagine what that would do in conjunction with her passive on a Q? Anyway, as I was saying, if you have any questions about me, about the SSG server, about games, about life, about anything, give me a call. You can post your questions on the Steam, on the Facebox, on the Steam account, any way you want. Hell, you can even send them in to my YouTube account that you're watching right now. It'd be rather easy to make him as a comment. Why don't you try it out? Seriously, write a comment and say anything. You know why people ask for comments? It's because it helps their channel grow. More comments means more action, means more... Oh look, my precious ward. We're going to go defend it against this Victor who's trying to destroy it. There is the flash. There is the counter flash. However, he has been slowed. There is the stun. He is stunned. There is the ultimate from Vladimir. There is the ultimate from GP. There is my ultimate. Damage going everywhere right now. Nocturne taking me down. It appears that GP is just able to get out of there. However, our Vayne dealing a lot of damage from behind our troops. He's able to take down Alistair, unable to do anything to counter it. There is a wasted flash. However, Nocturne turning around, trying to deal some damage, but we just swarm him, and there is a win. Now, we must attack. We will take out their tower and their inhibitor, free of charge. Now, this is basically... winning a team fight can turn a team around. Before, we were ready to turn on each other like dogs. I was not looking forward to that fight, because fighting amongst your team while fighting on another front against such powerful champions is not an enjoyable experience at all. Even though we're behind in kills, we're now in the lead. And I believe we'll be taking the win. Ladies and gentlemen, that is me done for today. I hope you enjoyed the first edition of the LoLCast, and I'll see you next time.